Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take a super simple school project, tracking your pocket money, and show you how it's actually an incredibly powerful tool for, well, anyone really, to get a handle on their finances. Let's dive right in. I want to start with this one big question. Where does your money really go? It sounds simple, right? But if you're like most of us, it's kind of hard to answer. You get some money, you spend it, and then you're left scratching your head wondering where it all went. Well, we're about to fix that.
So, let's talk about what I call the pocket money principle. And look, don't let the name fool you. This is not just for kids. This idea, this simple principle, is a total game changer for understanding any kind of personal budget.
So what exactly do we mean by pocket money? Think of it as any little fund you have for your own personal spending. You know, the flexible cash. Maybe it's a student getting 300 rupees for the month, or maybe it's the bit of your salary you set aside for coffees or hobbies. The key is, it's the money that you control.
Okay, so why even bother with all this tracking? Because it gives you 3 amazing superpowers. Seriously. First, you get to actually master your savings. Second, you just naturally start spending more wisely because you can see everything laid out. And third, you can start to genuinely plan for the future. This isn't about being restrictive. It's about being in control. It's about empowerment.
All right, enough theory. Let's see this thing in action. We're going to build out a simple 1-month record right here, right now, just to see how it all works.
Okay, let's follow the money trail for January. On day 1, January 1st, we start fresh with 300 rupees. Total savings, 300 rupees. Easy. Then on the 5th, whoops, 80 rupees on snacks. And you can see our savings immediately drops down to 220. A few days later, another 50 on stationery. Now we're at 170. And then on the 20th, 70 rupees on a toy. Each time we buy something, that savings column updates. It's like a live look at our financial health for the month.
Now, a table like that is great. It's useful. But the real aha moment, that comes when you turn those boring numbers into a picture. This is where you go from just raw data to some really clear insights about your own habits.
And boom, look at this. This is where it gets so interesting. You can see instantly that snacks were the biggest expense for the month at 80 rupees. The toy was a close second. This simple little chart just gives you such a powerful at-a-glance breakdown of exactly where the money went. No more guessing. Now, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Forget about what we bought for a second. This chart tells us the most important story of all. In January, about 2/3 of the money was spent, and only 1/3 was saved. This one ratio tells you so much. Are you more of a spender or a saver right now? A chart like this shows you the truth, plain and simple. So we've tracked the numbers, we've made some cool charts, but what's the point of it all? This is the most important part. What does knowing all this stuff actually allow us to do?
You know, the absolute best part about this whole thing is that the math is just so simple. You don't need a fancy spreadsheet or a degree in finance. You just take the total money you got, subtract the total money you spent, and what's left over? Well, that's what you saved. That's it. It's that easy.
Just think about it for a second. In just 1 month of tracking, we've gone from totally guessing to completely knowing. We learned that managing money means seeing how small, frequent purchases, like snacks, can actually add up to be your biggest expense. We used some really basic math to solve a real-life problem. And, maybe the best part, we got that sense of clarity that only comes from really being aware of your finances. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one idea, this simple little habit, keeping a record. It's not just about counting coins. It's the first real step you take towards smart, intentional financial planning for your whole life. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. If you were to do this for just 1 month, what story would your record tell about you? There's only one way to find out.
Students, don't forget to write your new project from school in comment section.
Yes, we can't wait to read them. हम जरूर आपके दिए गए विषय पर वीडियो बनाएंगे. Thanks for watching. Please like and follow our channel.